Hey guys, welcome back to Fun Fiero. I'm Andy.
I'm Liz.
Guys, we're here to share our fun, love, and passion for all things Disney with you guys. So thanks for hanging out with us today. If you're brand new to our channel, please consider subscribing.
And if you enjoy the video, give it a big like.
Absolutely. So, Liz, what are we doing today?
Nerd stuff. Nerd alert. Nerd alert. Today it's time to talk about what transportation looks like at Disney during COVID.
Here are several things, guys, that we've just kind of compiled for you. Let's start with, first of all, across the board,
masks.
Masks need to be worn throughout any Disney transportation.
At all times, period.
At all times.
Over the nose, under the chin. Social distancing.
Yep.
That's going to happen on buses, monorails, and boats.
Absolutely.
Okay. The park buses will have seating zones. When you cannot physically distance, there's going to be a barrier. And the seating zones will accommodate like 2 or like 3, 4, or 6 party
sections.
If you're not traveling together, you're not sitting in the 6 top zone. So if you're 2 people and 2 people, you will not be sitting in the 1/6 zone. That's not going to happen. So do allow plenty of time to get to where you need to be, and just keep in mind that it may take a couple more buses to get you there.
Yeah, it used to be you could kind of plan on Disney buses kind of running to where you're at, to where you need to go, roughly every 20 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Guys, that is not the case anymore. You need to give yourself just an abundance of time to get from one location to another, or you need to find other transportation. On the monorail, all right, this is actually really cool. So on the monorail, on the cars themselves, they have actual physical dividers.
When you can't socially distance, bam, you've got a divider.
Yep, so, and then otherwise, you can actually socially distance. But where you can't, and those seats are back to back, they have actual physical dividers.
It's really super cool.
Yep.
Now the ferry boats have social distancing markers on the upper and lower platforms and on all the benches. So that's kind of neat too. The Skyliners are only allowing 4 passengers at a time right now into the gondola.
Right, and they aren't mixing groups either.
Nope.
So like for
just you.
Right. So for like our party, we have you, me, and Morgan.
So that would be it for that gondola.
That would be it for that gondola.
Yeah. The Magical Express. That beautiful, beautiful bus that takes you from the airport onto that Disney magic.
And that cursed bus when it takes you back to the airport.
Yeah. Well, it's a little different because airline check-in has been suspended. So when your plane lands, you're gonna have to go to, go find your luggage, claim your luggage, and then take it to the Magical Express. And then when you get back to the airport, you're gonna have to do the same thing. So you're gonna have to take your luggage with you. Okay, it's a little bit extra effort, but the Magical Express, no bathrooms in the Magical Express, so go before you leave the airport, especially those kiddos, okay? And then they are giving you assigned seats, and they're seating the bus from back to front because they are trying to minimize contact, and we've been told that there are going to be 2 to 3 rows between each group.
Yeah. And and they'll have a diagram where they show you where to sit.
Like,
is what we've been told as well.
Super transparent, because I'll be like, what do you mean which way is the diagram supposed to go?
Yep.
So yeah.
But the nice thing is, it'll still get you where you need to go, and there are plenty of Magical Express buses, guys. I mean, they are just always rolling.
They definitely want to get you onto Disney property.
Yep, they're contracted with Mears, okay, the bus service, all right, and so there's just a ton of those guys rolling through there at all times. So, and just as a company, they are absolutely incredible, and they've worked that Magical Express to really make it magical. So, this is no different. All right, now what's next?
Well, valet parking is currently not available at any of the resorts. So you're going to have to park your own car. And the parking lots, the cars, and I'm laughing, because it's what we observed when COVID first hit in Colorado, is that you're going to be parking every other space. And that's what FX have been doing up here for a while.
They're socially distancing the cars.
Which I thought was funny.
Which is great.
But then it makes sense if you have a big family and you're getting strollers out and you're trying to get those kiddos out, you don't want somebody right next door pulling right next to you and to get out of their car. So it's definitely making total sense.
Yeah.
Way to go, Disney.
Kudos. Yeah.
But it's going to be funny to see the cars,
now,
especially distanced.
Speaking of those cars in the parking lot, just so you guys know, none of the parks have tram service at this time.
Absolutely.
So you're going to have to walk, all right? So if you need to make those plans, if you need, other ways to be able to transport yourself, make sure that you take that into consideration, because once you park, you're walking.
That's when the walking starts.
Yeah.
So that's definitely, you're already going to be averaging 6 to 12 miles a day. So that it's going to add a little bit of time to your hike, and especially at the end of the night when you're tired and It used to be awesome just get on that tram and have it take you back to your car. So just bear that in mind.
Yep.
That you are going to be doing a little bit sketchy more walking. Comfy shoes, guys, that are already broken in, okay?
So the other thing too, guys, and this was sad for us because we really love to do it at least once on a trip because it's so much fun.
It's a splurge.
Yep, and it's doing the minivan service, and that is no longer happening at this time.
At this point in time, yeah.
Because of COVID and everything. So
the minivans are run by Lyft.
Yep.
But you can still get a normal Lyft or a normal Uber. And they're following the current safety precautions they've been having since May, which is basically...
And this is from their sites, by the way.
Like Uber says you've got to confirm that you've been wearing masks, that you've been washing your hands, that you've been following safety precautions. You have to sit in the back seat, and you have to have the window open for ventilation. They're also reducing passengers on their Uber X rides from 4 to 3. But then Uber for their employees, no sick employees, wash your hands frequently, cover your coughs and sneezes, and then they're telling their employees to clean and disinfect their vehicle and pay extra attention to areas that are commonly, you know, that people come into frequent contact with. And then the drivers have to wear masks. Uber even has an app that they can't go online and pick up a fare until they take a picture of their mask and they, you know, the app sees that obstruction on their face. So the neat thing though is, okay, they can't discriminate race, anything like that.
No.
However, if a driver has a passenger that doesn't want to wear a mask and they don't feel safe, then the driver can refuse that ride without penalty. If a passenger has a driver who's not wearing a mask or they're not feeling safe, the passenger can also turn down that ride with no penalty.
Yep. And then Lyft also, as far as the Lyft service goes, they're also asking that you handle your own luggage.
Bring your own water.
Bring your own water. Don't ask for a charging cable or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
When you leave, take your trash, sanitize the area that you are around, take your own trash with you and leave.
That would be a good time to have your own disinfectant wipes just in case you want to make sure it's safe for you and your kiddos.
And a lot, so there's a lot of similarities between Uber and Lyft on those things, but there are, a couple of things that set them apart, but both are, great services. So,
and if you are in a situation where you need to get to your dining reservation, or you want a rope drop and oh my gosh, there's just a huge line for the buses, the Uber or the Lyft can get you there fast.
All right, guys, so that's transportation during COVID at Walt Disney World.
Be patient, give yourself plenty of time, and roll with the punches.
Yep.
If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. It really does help us.
Yeah, and also if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
And until next time, get out there, have some fun,
and we'll see you on the flip side.